Om Bhurбhuvassuvaham Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayantam.
Saram friends, today we continue our sweet discussions and memory about our beloved Swami Sri Sathya Sai. And today, actually not only today, all my videos based on your questions actually. So from where, I'm taking, collecting all the topics. That's your questions from viewers of my YouTube channel and Facebook page, and readers of my books. And today the question is about general instructions and the personal instructions given by our beloved Swami Sri Sathya Sai. So actually it's a very subtle spiritual question, and let us just contemplate on that, because it's not easy one, not easy question. We have fortunately a huge number of divine discourses in the form of videos. So it means we have clear and obvious multi-level message from Swami about whatever: meditation, self-inquiry, spirituality, God, man, life, death, truth, untruth, good and bad, eternal and not eternal, illusion, social life, education. So actually about everything. And all his instructions given mostly, it's mostly based on the Vedic scriptures and philosophy: Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads, Ramayana, Mahavatara, Bhagavatam, different basic scriptures written by Adi Shankara. So it means different sources, mostly Vedic. But we have a huge number of divine discourses based on life and teaching of Jesus the Christ as well. So that's also very important and interesting that Swami was mentioning also Buddha, also Prophet Muhammad, and Old Testament Jewish prophets. So it means really universal message and teaching and philosophy. But it's interesting that actually so many times I told you that for me personally, according to my life experience as the person who was Sathya Sai translator, and I was translating for Sathya Sai for the Russian-speaking groups for a number of years. So my personal experience is that the greatest miracle, or at least one of the most important miracle of Swami, is, number one anyway, it's a spiritual transformation. That's out of question. Spiritual transformation, that's the greatest miracle. But it's happened because of personal instructions. And then I can say that one of the huge miracle, Sathya Sai miracle, is that he was able to communicate with the millions of devotees personally. How it was possible, nobody knows, but it was possible. And it is possible even right now. When he passed away in 2011, according to some independent sources, so it was something like 50 millions of devotees all over the world in something like 180 countries. 50 millions. It's a huge number. Of course, now we know some modern gurus who claim that they have an even greater number. But I don't believe into that, because, of course, it's very easy to say that you have huge number, but where is that people? Yeah, but we know for sure that Sai community, global Sai community, is really something which is about tens of millions of people. And that was 2011, the year when Swami passed away. But the question is how it was possible. For example, for years I'm practicing Kriya Yoga meditation in the Bijamantra tradition, and I teach Kriya Yoga meditation, and I have a few hundreds of students. I don't have disciples because I'm not guru. I can't say that I'm, Kriya Yoga master and I have students, but for me, as the Kriya Yoga master, it's impossible to call myself something like guru because we have Sathya Sai as a guru. We have Prema Sai as a guru. We have Shirdi Sai as real guru. Shirdi Sai, Sathya Sai, Prema Sai, triple Sai avatar. So, but anyway, I don't like to call my people like disciples because I encourage them to become devotees of Swami. No need to be my disciples. But I can call them students because they learn from me meditation, mantras, philosophy, many things. Okay, I have few hundreds of students, and it's very difficult for me to communicate with each and everyone personally. I try my best on a daily basis, and I'm very much open actually. You know that, I'm always in contact, in touch. But how it was possible for Sathya Sai personally communicate and lead personally tens of millions? That's only Divine Master can achieve. So, once again, I wish to say that I don't know what does mean Sathya Sai philosophy and message, because nobody knows. No human being may understand his message completely. I mean, I have my own understanding and my own approach, and you have your own approach, and we can exchange, our opinion or opinions, if many. But nobody can say, I know. That's ignorance. You can't know teaching of the Lord. You may just realize at least something and be happy about it at least. And according to my experience, yes, we have to pay attention to the general instructions which are available in the books and videos. But what is the more advanced level, is if you are able to establish such a personal connection with Swami that you can receive personal instruction, personal upadesha. Upadesha in Sanskrit means spiritual instruction. When I was Sathya Sai translator in 90s for the Russian-speaking groups, it was easily possible for me to ask any number of questions because I received so many interviews and enjoy all that Swami's instructions personally to me. But what to do if he's not in a physical body anymore, or what if for most of the devotees it was impossible to speak with him, to mix with him physically too often. Of course, students, very lucky souls, some other devotees as well. One such a chance is to study Swami's books, his divine discourses, Sathya Sai Speaks, Vahini books, summer showers in Vrindavan, all that books, all that discourses. And I can advise you, before read, first meditate. And when you read page after page, just also not just read, but contemplate, meditate. Always think about Swami, feel his presence, And then he can point personally to you which part of this page or which part of this discourse which you are reading at the moment is especially important for you. Well, because I'm author myself, so I published at the moment 3 books about Sathya Sai with all my memories and stories and, well, his spiritual instructions and miracles. I know, actually, as an author, how amazing his books are, Sathya Sai books are. Because when you go through each page, what can you see there? And in different parts of the page, you see different levels of philosophy, different approaches, different types of yoga. That's the reason why, if anybody will try to say, oh my God, I know what it means Sathya Sai philosophy and the teaching, rubbish, that's ignorance. Nobody can know his teaching. Nobody can know his teaching because it's too eternal. I mean, it's too multi-level. You can't manage to know everything. You may know something, or you may understand what is actual for you at the moment. Okay, suppose you go through any given page, Sathya Sai books, Sathya Sai discourses, well, and you can see that different parts of this, even any given single page, reveal different aspects of spirituality, different types of yoga, different levels of sadhana, spiritual practice. It's like famous question, was Sathya Sai Bhakti Yoga Guru? Stupid question. He was divine incarnation himself, so it means he included into himself all types of yoga. It's not only about bhakti, it's about meditation, dhyana yoga, it's about, of course, bhakti, and it's about jnana yoga, wisdom, contemplation, it's about karma yoga, conscious, action, service. And actually it's about many other types of yoga, including lucid dream yoga, even hatha yoga, even pranayama yoga, even mantra yoga, of course mantra yoga. And then, if we take as example as the foundation Vedic scriptures, Mahavarata, Ramayana, Bhagavatam, Upanishads, Rig Veda, Brahma Sutra, all the great scriptures written by Adi Shankara, Saundari Lahari, Viveka Chudamani, Upadesha Sahasri, Atma Bodha. You see, all that scriptures, they have different types of spirituality, different kinds of, different levels and different kinds. Like different levels, that's one point, in different kinds, that's totally different approach. It's like you take commentaries to the Bhagavad Gita written by Adi Shankara and then by Ramanujacharya and then by Madhavacharya, or modern gurus like Yogananda Paramahamsa, his commentaries to the Bhagavad Gita, Sri Aurobindo commentaries, Swami Shivananda commentaries. They're all different approaches to the same message of the Gita. And all that included into Swami's message actually. But when you go page after page, just watch carefully. You can experience it yourself. You can notice that some portions, some quotes from Swami may attract you more. And you can feel in tune. You feel some attraction. Okay, this quote. And maybe you absolutely feel nothing about next quote from Swami. What is the meaning? the meaning is that true divine stream of love and Shakti, power, he is giving you certain instruction regarding your spiritual sadhana, your just life. It means read his books, and it's a huge sadhana. It's not like you read any book or any newspaper or any magazine. And it's contemplation, and you have to be very careful because different parts of the one and the same discourse may attract me, and another parts of the same discourse may attract your attention. And it means Swami gives me personal instructions, and to each of you different personal instructions as well. And we have to follow his instructions. So it means my point in this video is that do not try to create such an idea that, okay, there is a general message of Swami and we know it. Blah, 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 you don't know. And there is no any general message. Because it's only personal. And now I'm describing to you one possible chance how to receive it through books. Just contemplate and in a state of meditation study. Another tool how to receive personal instruction, personal upadesha from Swami is lucid dreams. And another tool is meditation, if you're able to meditate, of course. And if you're able to practice lucid dreams as well, of course. It's always the question is about your ability. You know, I may witness myself that back in 90s when I was translating for Swami for all that Russian-speaking groups, for some person he could say, okay, you have to practice mantras in Sanskrit, but for another person, next day or next week, the message could be totally different. No, mantras, just pray your own language to God. And then people don't know how to combine two different messages. For the one person, for the one Russian, go and practice Gayatri Mantra. For another person, never practice Gayatri Mantra, go and practice Jesus prayer in your own language. How to understand it? Actually, it's very easy because Swami is always personal. I was really lucky to present on such an interviews when Swami himself was teaching pranayama, breathing exercises to the people. But I can also witness that on some other interviews he could say to the people, forget about all that pranayama, yogic techniques, rubbish, forget, throw away. Oh my God, what to do, how to understand. To this group he taught pranayama techniques, yogic breathing exercise, but for the next group he told that this is useless. What is the meaning? Where is the truth? And the truth is that Swami was and is always personal. And if you need, I don't know, to get married, he will help you. If you need, according to your personal evolution, to stay alone, he will help you to stay alone. If you need to know 1,000 mantras, he will help you to know and practice these 1,000 mantras. If you need, just speak with the Lord. He will help you to do this. By the way, if you need to practice Hatha Yoga exercises, maybe to improve concentration, for better meditation, maybe to improve your health, he will help you to practice proper Hatha Yoga. We have great Hatha Yoga master who passed away a few years ago, Dr. Rao from Puttaparthi, great Hatha Yogi. And some Sai devotees, they really practice Hatha Yoga. And I met number of old guys in Puttaparthi, old devotees, sorry, yeah. And they told me that Sathya Sai himself in 60s and beginning of 70s So it was few occasions when Sathya Sai himself taught students Hatha Yoga himself. How do you like this? There are many Sai devotees who reject Hatha Yoga. Okay, that's your choice. But maybe for somebody that's also important tool to improve health, to improve concentration for the better meditation, and who knows for what else. So everything is personal. And God is always ready, always waiting when each of us can communicate with Him personally. Let me repeat, through careful study of His divine discourses, through meditation, through lucid dreams, and actually, who knows, maybe more tools available, but just I'm mentioning about 3 of them. God bless you. See you next time.
Om Bhurбhuvasvaham Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayantam